Welcome to the Ascension Football Show, Season 3. And we're talking Ascension Invitational Tournament of Trinidad and Tobago. We have one of the top clubs in Trinidad and Tobago at the current moment on set today, Locketa Terminex Rangers.
I coach at zone level and
You would have been the person instrumental in putting it together, getting the players together.
although we came second in the 3 leagues that they now call,
And we're back. Ascension Invitational Tournament of Trinidad and Tobago 2022. Locketa Terminex Rangers head coach Dave Cormina is on set with us. Dave, pleasure for having you on set, man.
Nice to be here, man.
All right.
It's a pleasure.
Locketa Terminex Rangers, always in the news. Big team in Trinidad and Tobago. Defense Force, Terminex Rangers. Who I'll put there again? Maybe Police would have been a champion team in 2019. Those are the big teams. So, what's the feeling being the head coach of a team as Rangers?
Well, it's a humble experience. If you was to ask me this 10, 15 years ago, I would say I wouldn't dream at this position I know. But hard work pays off. It's a privilege to be part of this organization. I've been doing this job a long time at grassroots level, and hard work pays off.
Dave, on a personal note, being the president, I'm the president of his own football. Through the years, I would have seen you with the amount of work you would have put in on the youth level. Most of our national youth teams, in terms of screening teams, zonal teams, you would have been the person instrumental in putting it together, getting the players together. How much of that experience would have transitioned into not being a head coach? We would have been part of all the young guys coming through the years. How much of that experience would have paid off now getting the head coach job?
I think it paid off a lot because working with young players, the thing with young players is that they tell you the truth. So if you might run a drill and say, "Coach, I don't like this," where a senior player might laugh and they go tell you nothing, but so it helped a bit. I think senior players I've a coach at a senior level before, but not at pro league level. But I've been involved in the zone, like I said before, in grassroots level. I've been in and around the football, and it helped a lot. It really helped.
And the difference, well, we know you have been a champion youth coach in pro league level, winning youth pro leagues throughout the years.
Yeah.
How much difference is it being a youth coach in pro league and a head coach in pro league? Because you have been the head coach in the 2019 season. How much a transition and difference was it?
It's not much. It's not much, but I think the difference was I think the level. I love to live with youths, but like I said before, it's not much. It's not much difference. I think I coach at zone level, and I had stints with a couple of Super League teams. So it wasn't no big sort of transition.
Right.
I think it's just the environment where, well, the first season we had I could say basically a under 20 team or under 21 team, and later on we developed or we transitioned into where we attracted some okay players, and that I think that helped a lot. I think grassroots and Super League in really far from Pro League. I think the quality in the Pro League is where all the better players or the better coaches is in the league where at grassroots it might be
players. You get some players here and there.
Players working, coming. But I think it's all out professional team when you're at Pro League level or Ascension level, whatever, is a more higher level where everybody take it a little more serious.
No. So in 2019, you have came second in the FCB Cup, came second in the Ascension, came second in the Pro League. Being the best man and never the groom. 2021, 2020, no football. 2021, no football. Getting time to reflect and look back on what you might have done wrong in those 3 tournaments. 2022 Ascension. What's your goal in terms of the Ascension as a team? Is it to right the wrongs and ensure that you win the tournament, or what's your goal for the team in 2022 Ascension?
I think that all so-called big teams, like as we put it, I think they need time, or some coaches need time to get the philosophy intact, or the plans, the coaching plans intact. Although we came second in the 3 leagues that they now call, I think we are more together now. We are more. Is it with synergy? We are more synergy now in the squad. I think it starts from top to bottom, from the head to the top, from the head to the bottom. Sorry. And I think it's just togetherness we needed. So I think the synergy kick in. I think that's what I want to use. It now kick in. I think it's a more togetherness. It's a more family. We laugh together. We quarrel like any family. Like in any family, it's a quarreling. But I think we learn from our mistakes. We are more humble team now, and we'll try to get all the teams respect, because without respect, there's nothing in life. Football is like life. You must show your opponents respect. So basically, that's it.
I want to get into the team a little more, but I want to take a break. So when we come back from break, we get into a little more about the Loctata Terminix team and what their plans are for the 2022 season.
The situation we have here is that these characters, and I refer to them as pests, right? What they are doing is destroying our country, but not on my watch. No street, no turf, no block shall belong to these cockroaches, right? It's no longer business as usual. Happy hour is over. If they don't fear God, at least they will fear Terminix.
Have you considered how your methods can impact on pests across the country?
I find we look after the rights of pests as opposed to the rights of the 1.3 million law-abiding citizens in Trinidad and Tobago. I wonder if Roach Ladden's son come here for carnival, if you'll interview him, eh?
But how can you defend one shot, one kill?
What, you want me to throw a pillow at him?
I didn't say that.
No, well, if a roach jumps in front of you now, what will you do?
Run.
Oh, Jesus, Lord Father.
Pests bothering you? Call Terminix at 672-5007 or 672-0042 or visit our website at terminix.co.tt for a free quote and consultation. Join our fight against pests.
Get in the game with Ascension. Quality for champions. Ascension! Ascension! Premium quality and style make you stand out all the time. Ascension is quality for champions. Ascension fit is always right. Take your game to higher heights. Ascension got the quality for champions. So everybody say, hey, oh. We wearing Ascension when we play. To run out on the field in style. What's the brand that we want? Ascension. 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 We wearing what we wearing is Ascension. Quality for a champion. Ascension. We wearing what we wearing is Ascension. Quality for a champion. Ascension. We wearing what we wearing is Ascension. Get in the game with Ascension. Quality for champions.
Del Cafe is located at Magnificent Mall, number 271 Southern Main Road, McBean, Couva. Amanzi Del Cafe. Happiness begins with brew.
My name is Ryan Frederick. I'm a midfielder and I play for Central Soccer. The biggest challenge is to try and finish in the top 3. It will be a tough tournament, but we come to give a good show and show everyone how much good players we have in Central here. Central Soccer has answered the call and Central Soccer is ready.
Frame Maritime Limited, the best in marina services. At our facilities, security checks ensures that all vehicles are secured. Our newly renovated bathrooms are always kept in a clean working order. Need repairs and maintenance? We have you covered. Our qualified workmen will get the job done. Boat storages, from our marina, you can easily push off for a family sailing trip. Out fishing with the boys. Or a fun DDI experience with friends. Repairs, secured parking, extensive camera system, boat charters, boat rentals, down the island parties. Contact us at 1-868-634-1653. Lasso Frame Maritime Limited, the best in marina services. Life's better on a boat.
What's the most important factor is focus on in training?
I think the athleticism I think football, one of the main aspects in Trinidad and Tobago or the Caribbean is more being more athletic. I think we players, I think that they don't like to, I don't want to say don't like to run, but just being more athletic in every position on the field.
Coming out of the pandemic and getting back the guys on the field, where's the level of readiness you think the guys were at coming back from the pandemic? 1 being the worst, 10 being the best?
I think 5. I think 5 was the because some of them came out fit. I think some of them came out fit. We was doing some online things, but the level of fitness was surprised. I would say 7, but 7 might be a little too high, so I'll go with 5. 5 a little more balanced.
Being a youth coach, being a youth pro league coach, what advice you'll give to a up-and-coming player, knowing that they've been out for 2 years, transitioning from school football to senior football? What advice you'll give a youth player up-and-coming?
I just think that they should focus on obtaining the information that they get. Listening is a serious thing. A lot of young players think they know, So listening is a key. So just listening to the information that I get is key, and I think that'll make you a better person, a better individual of the game.
Being a young head coach in terms of professional football, what's the best piece of advice you have been given so far since that being a head coach?
Okay, one of my best advice I ever got as a young coach was the God rest his soul, Darryl Marvia from Northeast. I think he was one of the persons in the early, because I one of the first teams that I ever coached, saw it in me to give me a chance in the football. And then when I went Jablete, Mr. Gilbert Bato, he always gave us information on sometimes how the game changed, what the world doing right now, how this team does play, how that team does play, and it helped. And well, when I come to Rangers, Mr. Ferguson, the owner, he put it on a platter. He really believe in me. I think is Mr. Darryl Marvia at Northeast. He passed. May his soul rest in peace. He saw the shining light and believe, and he told me that one day I'll coach at a high level, and so be it. It come to pass.
Where's one thing you would want to improve in the team?
The one thing that we like to improve is adapting to certain situation earlier, because we tend to take a little while to adapt to conditions. I think adapting to surroundings and situations, I think that'll help a bit.
My name is Jamal Crichton. I play centre midfield.
My name is Atula Guerra.
I play for Terminex La Hocketa Rangers.
I also play for La Hocketa Rangers.
I am a highly active person and I love the game of football. I've been playing football since I was probably 5 years old, and it's always a passion in me for football. So I don't think I could stop playing. I think it's just the love for the game itself that has me motivated.
Well, basically my family been in football for quite some time, since I was at a young age, and developed into the game and also found a love for it. Very exciting. This football haven't been going on in Trinidad for quite a while, nearly 3 years or 2 years we haven't played football. So to be back home in my home country and getting the league started again is very, very a plus for all of us and for every child, I believe, that want to play football in Trinidad and Tobago. So for me, it's very a good challenge and an exciting time in my life to showcase and to bring trophies to La Hocketa Rangers.
I'm very excited for the upcoming tournament. Since football haven't been played in Trinidad for quite a while, I think everyone is excited and really looking forward to some sort of football playing. So
every game is important for us right now, because for me, basically, I come into a team who haven't really achieved what they wanted, but they have the desire and the hunger. But for me, every game is important, because this tournament is a very important tournament for us. Basically for the players, not only for myself, it's to showcase our talent, and for the younger players to get an opportunity to go abroad. So this is a very important tournament for us, not one game.
My experience with my coach, he's a very clever coach and he always pushes the players to do as best as they can, and he's a humble coach. The biggest challenge I foresee in this upcoming tournament is, just the guys remaining focused, because sometimes, you get a lapse of focus. That's the biggest challenge for us because we've been training quite a while, and, I think apart from that, I think we're ready, and yeah, we're ready for the football.
Terminus Larkita Rangers
has answered a call, and
Terminus Larkita Rangers
is ready.
My name is Tyrone Charles.
My name is Karim Corbin.
I represent Terminus Larkita Rangers.
Really excited because about 2 years now I've been waiting on it and it's finally here, so
we're really excited and anxious to sticking together as a team and always getting the job done.
Larkita Terminus Rangers has answered a call. We are ready.
Pest control is a pain, but you don't have to go it alone. If you're a business that needs someone who will fix your problems point blank, go with the brand that's tested. Go with Terminix. Born almost a century ago in Memphis, Tennessee, Terminix International's mission has been to spread its innovations across the world through its integrated pest and termite management system, reducing the infestation of pests and vermin. Our Trinidad franchise neutralizes the threat of tropical insects and ensures that companies, from food production to hospitality, protect their investment and get the maximum value from our relationship. And we've been doing it well for over 20 years. Termites and pests are relentless, but they're no match for Terminix. Contact us today for a free consultation and quote, and let's introduce you to convenience. Protect your premises today. Choose a service provider that persists. Talk to Terminix.
Pests bothering you? Call Terminix at 672-5007 or 672-0042 or visit our website at terminix.co.tt for a free quote and consultation. Join our fight against pests.
Get in the game with Ascension. Quality for champions.
Hey, Ascension! Ascension! Premium quality and style make you stand out all the time. Ascension is quality for champions. Ascension fit is always right. Take your game to higher heights. Ascension got the quality for champions. Now everybody say, hey, oh, we wearing Ascension when we play. To run out on the field in style. What's the brand that we want? Ascension! 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 We wearing what we wearing is Ascension. Quality for a champion. Ascension. We wearing what we wearing is Ascension.
Get in the game with Ascension. Quality for champions.
I'm Gordon Pierre, Director Part Owner of Real Westport United. Terry Frennick, he was afraid to play Larkita Rangers. Angus Eve was afraid to play Larkita Rangers. But we, the Ron Lafayette trained team, we are ready, willing and able to defend the West against the Larkita Rangers attack. Westport has answered the call and Westport is ready.
Lasso Frame Maritime Limited, the best in marina services. At our facilities, security checks ensures that all vehicles are secured. Our newly renovated bathrooms are always kept in a clean working order.
Need repairs and maintenance? We have you covered. Our qualified workmen will get the job done. Boat storages, from our marina, you can easily push off for a family sailing trip. Or out fishing with the boys. Or a fun DDI experience with friends. Boat repairs, secured parking, extensive camera system, boat charters, boat rentals, down the island parties. Contact us at 1-868-634-1653. Lasso Frame Maritime Limited, the best in marina services. Life's better on a boat.
Amante Del Cafe is located at Magnificent Mall, number 271 Southern Main Road, McBean, Couva. Amante Del Cafe. Happiness begins with brew.
And we're back. Locketa Termex Rangers, one of the better teams currently in Trinidad and Tobago. We're having a discussion with the head coach, Dave Commoner. Dave, we're talking about the composition of the team. We would have seen players through the pandemic. Most teams we had discussions with saying that players would have left, some players not coming back. Is that the same with Locketa in terms of players, new players coming in, players leaving from the 2019 season, or is it the same team from 2019 coming back again?
Yeah, basically, if might be about three players that we lost in the pandemic. Otherwise, we try to rebuild with youngsters now. We have a couple of youngsters that we implemented into the team. About five, 6 players. Young players. When you sign young players, you sign potential. So we have high hopes of them. They look very good in training, and basically that is it.
When you say young players, Dave, most persons I would have interviewed would have talked about maybe under 20 players. When you say young, your players under 20 or 23, 24. When you say young,
okay, we signed about 5 under 20 players.
Under 20 players.
Yeah. Okay. We have about 2 under 21, and they fell straight into the system. When they came, we did a lot of work. By when we got the word that the Prime Minister or the government opened back, we did a lot of work on the field because, as everyone know, you couldn't train. We had to do a lot of Zoom training at home, men in the backyard, and we carry on session, them kind of thing.
But coach, so we are looking at a younger Rangers this time. We would have seen Rangers in 2019 being a team averaging the age of about 29 years.
Yeah.
Is that we're looking for a younger looking Rangers come 2022?
Yes, we're looking at a younger team. The transition, you can't just bring young players into a system. You have to work with them. You have to give them time to develop. But it's a great mixture. I think we have more younger players than the age now called 29, 30, 31. It's a more younger team. So we've taken it from there and hope for the best, because like I now said, it's potential. Right? Yeah, you need to give younger players time to develop. They need time to actually work.
So saying giving the youngsters time, through the pandemic, we're talking 2 years not playing football. Some restrictions being lifted somewhat through the period in second year. Groups of 5 being able to come back on the field, being able to work. How you kept motivated with the team, knowing that you as a professional team contracted year round, how you kept motivated with the team through the pandemic?
Well, the players was most excited. They really wanted to come out. They really wanted to work. It starts with them. A coach can tell you what to do, but on your spare time or on the field, it's all on you, right? So the coach could give you the instruction to go and do this or do that, but at the end of the day, is on you. So the players they showed a lot of positive. They actually was anxious to come back out, and their anxiousness made us as coaches anxious. Right. So that was basically it.
Coming back out from the pandemic, getting some restrictions lifted, being able to train, getting the okay from the Minister of Sport in terms of the resumption of contact sport. Take me through the first set of sessions, how your sessions are now, knowing that the tournament is just around the corner. How your session would be. You didn't get the 4 months or 5 months in terms of a preseason preparing for the league. How your sessions would be curtailed now in terms of getting prepared for the league?
Well, the first week, the session was more technical work. Because when you're out for so long, you will lose the touch. You will not the touch in any sport. Long as you stay out for it was very close to 2.5 years. So we had to start all over, and run it like a coaching school. You have to teach them. You had to creep before you walk. So you have to go through, do drills, and take your time, go through slow with them, because at the same time you don't want no injuries. You don't want to push them too hard. They get no hamstring or no groin strain or whatever. And as we go along, everybody fit in, and we because everybody had the same problem. All the teams, nobody not at a disadvantage or advantage. All the teams on the same level. So we just have to put in the work, and we'll see the results in the future.
Saying that all teams having the same issues through the pandemic, players out of touch, players coming back, some players coming back unfit, same problems. If you start the league, knowing the pressure is on, because the pressure is there. Everybody's speaking about Rangers, expecting a lot from Rangers, at least this Rangers team.
Sure.
The pressure is there. If you start slow in the league, having any issues, how you see dealing and handling the pressure of the league once the league starts in a couple of weeks?
I think you have to give all teams respect. I think it starts with respect. If you're going to a game showing a team disrespect, you'll pay the consequence, right? Because as you know, all teams, if in any league you're playing, if it's Spain, the lower leagues will come to run the big teams in them, or England or whatever. So it all belongs to respect. If you have respect for your opponent, the game will be easy for you. But if you're going
thinking you done had the 3 points already,
you will pay.
Yeah.
right? You'll perish. So it's just being humble and having respect for your opponents.
Any challenges you foresee in terms of the league? As we say, short preparation. Any challenges you foresee in the league coming?
No challenges. It's just that I wouldn't like to. I don't. Yeah, Ascension is the league that is the savior right now. Right? There's no football in the country. We have a national team functioning. The league should have been the national coach. There are 1 or 2 players because the national care. You can't have a national team with no league functioning. So I think the league is our savior. The league will help the football right now, mentally and physically. It was a mental strain on the sport, and at least we gain to do what we love at the end of the day, and the Ascension really save us.
Locketa Rangers being one of the few teams that are really tied into our community. There are many clubs within Trinidad not really tied into community per se, more than they have the image and persons will come to support them, but not tied into a community. When you are, in terms of Locketa being tied into community, what kind of excitement do you think the community would have with this league starting in a couple of weeks?
Okay, the community of Locketa the community is a football community. Right? We have other sports, we have other sportsmen, but I think the number one sport in the community is football. Right? I think that the fans on a game day, the fans inside the ground you'll be amazed. Right? There's a lot of people. I think people just want to come back out. So the first game we'll have a lot of people inside the ground. The community, when football starts in the community, a lot of things goes down. And as you know, Locketa is a you could say hotspot.
A hotspot. At-risk community.
Well, right, at risk. So when the football start back, all other stuff. The pie manners come out of the pie, the vendors just come, the little children, the soccer moms, the dads just come. So it'll be epic. It'll be epic. So basically that is the community can't wait.
Dave, it was a pleasure having you on set. The gap feel in terms of what Locketa Terminix Rangers are preparing for the Ascension tournament, what they if they are coming to win it all. I think, as you say, having respect. I think most teams will have respect for teams, especially not knowing how teams would fare for the first couple of weeks. So it was a pleasure having you on set. We'll have to have you back somewhere through the season to see where we're progressing.
And I just want to say that I want to thank the government and the Prime Minister for giving me the opportunity to really do what we love, right? Because without it all over the world, football, we got a serious hit with this COVID issue, and the government, they didn't have to open it. They could have wait, but they gave us the opportunity. And we just had to follow the guidelines, and everything will be all right.
Right, but again, pleasure for having you on set.
Yeah, man.
As Coach Dave would have said, we need to follow the guidelines when we resume football.
True.
And that's it for another Ascension Football Show. Remember to watch us on our Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, at our website at the Ascension Tournament of Trinidad and Tobago.com.